Good morning, class of 2023. Mr. Legg here with, let's see. Oh, yes, there you go. I'm sorry, making sure everything is straight. Here with your 2023 ICAP lesson. Remember, when we're saying ICAP, individual, career, and academic plan. If I ask you that, please let me know you know that. That's the answer. ICAP is your individual career and academic plan, and what we're talking about is your goals for the future. So your post-secondary goals, what you want to do after you graduate from high school. Regardless of what you want to do, it's a goal. And our goal is to make you a plan or help you come up with a plan that gets you to where you want to be. So, real quick, everybody, please hop on your portal, student portal. Be prepared to take pictures. I am going to go over a recap real quick, but the most of this time is not going to be focused on recapping. So go to your student portal. I'm going to give you a second to get there. Once you get to that portal, go to your My ICAP plan. And you should be here. And to get to your current plan, your 10th grade plan, select current plan. It's right in the middle there. And if you do not see your 10th grade questions, go to historical plan and select 10th grade. And real quickly, Q3 question. Based on my current GPA, here are some Colorado schools or colleges that I could attend. I'm going to ask you to list 2 or more. So last time when we went over this, and what I did was broke these schools up by GPA. Now you'll see community colleges, you can have a 4.0 and still go to a community college. Technical schools, I did not list the GPA, but you can have any GPA and go to a technical college, including a 4.0. But my goal in what I'm showing here is letting you know if you have a desire to go to University of Denver or Colorado School of Mines or CU Boulder and you have a 2.0 GPA, it's not impossible for you to improve that GPA and get to those schools. But it is going to be very difficult if you have a 2.0 your senior year and you want to go to those schools. So what I'm trying to tell you is if those are your goals, it's time to change what you're doing. It's time to do better. It's time to change your story, as we talked about last time, and improve those grades. And somebody who is looking at your grades and looking at your GPA can say, I see their story. Maybe they didn't have that GPA initially, but maybe by their senior year they did. So for that question, select schools based upon your GPA, 2 or more that you may be interested in. These are your answers. And you can pick any schools. I don't care what your GPA is right now. You can pick any schools because I do not want to take your goals and say they're not possible. But if you're selecting a school that's higher than your GPA currently, you need to think hard about what you're doing and look at changing that, and look to your teachers and look to myself for support. First and foremost, look to yourself, but look to us to support. That's why we're here. Your next questions were based on what colleges are looking for. I need to do the following to improve my application. And I crossed out colleges because we're also talking about employers, right? So colleges or employers, how do you improve an application to them? And the next question, my current post-secondary goals include. So what are your goals after you graduate from high school? So things you can do to improve your college or work applications. Improve your grades. Okay. The reason you want to improve your grades is it shows something. So if your grades are not perfect or if your grades are really high, but you can do better, improving your grades can help you for college. If a school asks the grades that you're receiving, sometimes they want to see a report card, maybe they want to see a transcript. Improving your grades over time shows you know how to work with teachers. It shows that you have advocacy and communication skills. When we say advocacy, what we're talking about is stepping up for yourself, standing up for yourself, and letting people know what you need and talking with them about what you need. Improving your study skills, improving your organizational skills. If you can improve your grades, you are usually relying on some or all of these skills to make that happen. And people who are looking at the fact that you've done it are going to assume that some of this work went into it and that you have some of these skills. Participate in extracurricular activities. So we talked a little bit about this last time, and we'll talk again more about it today. But participating in extracurricular activities, it shows commitment, shows responsibility, and it lets people know that you're more than just a student. You're more than just a teenager. So when you talk about extracurricular activities, we're talking about volunteerism and community service, which aren't always the same. You can volunteer to babysit for your next door neighbor. It's not really a community service. It's great, but it's not really a community service. Community service means you are serving the community, a greater good, more than just yourself, often more than just one person. Athletics usually involves being able to take direction from a coach, from maybe another player. It means working with other people, having skills in communicating and working with others. And sometimes it includes leadership too, depending on your position within the sport that you play. And so next, I did mention leadership. Leadership could be president of a club. It could be president of the student body your senior year. It could be involved in student council or starting a student council. Showing leadership is important as a part of your extracurricular activities. Again, ability to work with others, just in general, extracurricular activities, people are going to assume that you're doing those with others and that you, as a result, you have the ability to work with others. And then last, these extracurricular activities often provide unique experiences and opportunities that other people don't always have access to. And so participating in them sets you apart. It's usually a pretty cool opportunity for you, but it also is something that's cool for your future, that can help you in the future. So these are ways to improve your college or work applications, improve your grades, participate in extracurricular activities. And if you want to be more specific, you can list the information below there. This is not your whole answer. Your answer is your answer, but these are options for you. And remember that question that says, what are your post-secondary goals? These are generally the options, or the categories of the options that they fall in: job and career, military, technical school or technical college to get the certificate that you want for the job that you want, community college to get a 2-year degree, or possibly a certification that you want, or possibly to transfer to a college, and then a college to get the 4-year degree or an advanced degree like a master's degree or a PhD or doctorate. These are your options. You may be more specific in your answer. You may say, I want to be a lawyer. You may say, I want to be a plumber. You may say, I want to be in the Air Force. You may say, I want to go to the Community College of Aurora to study construction management. You may say, I want to go to Harvard to study medicine. There is no wrong answer here, as long as you are telling us what you want to do in the future and realizing that that may change. You're in 10th grade. It's fine for you to select something now and to think something different in the future. In fact, it's very likely that that's what's going to happen. So answer those questions, save your answers. From here on out, I am not going to be focusing on these questions, which also means I'm not going to be going over them again. If you haven't done these questions, the only way we'll be talking about them is when I pull you out of class to make sure you complete these, because they are a graduation requirement. So go through these questions, make sure you answer them fully, answer all questions for 10th grade, save your answers. Now we're going to move forward. And when I say move forward, we're actually going to cover a little bit of what we discussed last time, but only a little bit. So if you recall, last time I said, do not let fear and lack of information prevent you from getting what you deserve. We talked about how weird and uncertain the times are with COVID. We also talked about grades and the fact that right now you've told less than half your story with your grades. And that really is only a part of the picture, because when we talk about extracurricular activities, when we talk about, the person that you are, that's part of the picture as well. But your grades are an important part of the picture when it comes to jobs in the future, when it comes to college in the future. So while these are only half your story right now, uh, and while you may feel like you've already made your bed and there's not any options for you, remember your path may be different than you expected, but your goal doesn't have to be. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean your goal isn't going to change in the future. But when it does change, hopefully it's because you've made a decision that it's going to change, not because you didn't do very well in a class and now you feel like you absolutely have to change your goal. Sometimes things are going to look different in your path to where you want to get. You don't always go to the college that you want to go, but you can still get the job you want to get, possibly. You may not have the grades that you wanted your first and second year, but that doesn't mean you can't change it so that you can get closer to the goal that you have in the future. So all of that I say, or that I said previously, is to promote a growth mindset. And so I really want you to think about right now and what you're dealing with COVID, the things that were taken away with you, your mental health, your emotional health, and how you've been thinking. And I think anybody that has been through this is justified in having some negative thoughts and feelings about how things are going. And definitely we see people, especially working with our seniors, we see people kind of moving over to these very black and white decisions that really feel like they don't have any options, or this is exactly how things are, this is what I'm going to do, and this is my only options. And so think about this for a minute. Growth mindset, fixed mindset. As you can see, there's a plant on each of the descriptions for growth mindset. There's a lock for each of the fixed mindsets. So I can try a different strategy, growth mindset. I can't do this, fixed mindset. Is this really my best work? Growth mindset. This work is good enough, fixed mindset. This may take some time and effort, growth mindset. This is too hard, fixed mindset. So when you see those locks, again, all of those responses are really putting you in a box. I can't do this. This is enough. This is too difficult. Whereas the growth mindset essentially says there's a way, or it tells me to think a little bit differently, not to settle for less. Is this really my best? This may take some time, but I can do this. I can try a different way of looking at this to be successful. So really think about this time, because again, justifiably so, COVID may have changed your thoughts about your future and how you approach things. But if you feel like it's getting that way, start making that shift away. Let us support you. Talk with your teachers, talk with your counselors, talk with a therapist, talk with your deans, with our administrators. We're here to be resources for you. So I hear this from students. I hear this from my daughters. I've heard this term plenty of times. That's doing too much. Okay. So again, a fixed mindset. It's basically saying I'm not willing to do more. It's saying I don't have time or energy to do it. It's saying I'm not willing to make the investment to do what I need to do to get this, which may be what I want or need. It's putting you in that box. How about I can't learn math in a virtual environment? Have you said that to yourself? I know I've heard it. Or how about I can't focus in virtual learning? Well, I know as an employee working in virtual learning, focus has been a challenge. And how about I don't want to go to college if it's online? You may be thinking of it, but I'm definitely hearing it from our seniors. So how about we flip these? Okay, I can't learn math in a virtual environment. How about with help and hard work, I can learn math in a virtual environment? I can work on those skills, those organizational skills, those study skills. I can advocate for myself and work with my teacher. I can't focus in virtual learning. How about how can I learn how to focus in virtual learning? What different habits can I form that'll help me in virtual learning? Can I make sure that I sit down at a table or desk every day at home rather than in my bed or on the floor or on a couch? Look at it differently. How can I prepare myself for college if college is online versus I don't want to go to college if it's online. Realize school, we don't know what to expect next year. We hope to be back in person, but we don't know what to expect. And maybe to have less people here, maybe half of our students come in 2 days a week, half of our students come in the other 2 days a week, and maybe another day people come in to get extra help. So that means you're still going to have to be able to learn online. You're still going to have to be able to be successful in class online. And if you're not willing to accept that and learn and try to be better, then the rest of your time in high school is going to be a challenge. Or you might find yourself not wanting to be here, or you might find yourself not here, find yourself without your diploma. And when you look back at it, you'll be saying, because it was online, because of COVID. And I imagine if you find yourself saying that, you're going to feel pretty silly about that. So really think about the things you're repeating in your head. Think about the things that you're saying that are making excuses, that are putting you in a box. And seek the help that you need. Lean on yourself initially in terms of thinking about, reflecting, and trying to fix things, but come to us, your adults here at school that are here to help you. Help us help you, because that's what we're here to do. So when you go downtown, or when you look downtown and you see these big buildings, in this time, in COVID, in virtual learning, one thing you may not be thinking about is what these business owners are thinking. Why pay millions of dollars to rent this place? Or why pay millions of dollars to own this place now? Because what they're finding is they have sent half their people that work there home to work from home. And maybe they're finding that those people are productive and do a great job. And so why would I pay millions of dollars to own or rent this building when I can buy or rent a much smaller space, have the people that I need there, and allow the other people to work from home? I can save myself millions of dollars, make more money, give more money to myself or to the people who own my company. Why would I do that? And so again, that is when you think about the future, when you think about your future, even though you're a little bit of ways, COVID has changed a lot of things, and it may change our work environment. It has definitely changed our education environment. It may change it moving forward, even if things start getting normal. Okay, so just because things go back to normal doesn't mean school is going to be normal. Colleges will probably make some of the same decisions next year. College students will probably be there half-time and others learning virtually, and then flip-flop back and forth to have less students in buildings until things really, really normalize. Or maybe they just decide that's the best way to do it for them. It's probably going to be cheaper for them that way. So part of my job as a counselor is to help you see the future you want for yourself. It's to help you learn about and provide resources to help you get there. And it's to make sure you have the ability to give yourself options. So again, when we're seeing the skyscraper, my job is to let you know that you can be working in that skyscraper. You can own that skyscraper. You can rent that skyscraper. You can work with people in that building. You can be the successful business person you see there shaking hands with their customer clients. You can be the nurse or doctor that's there. You can be the electrician or the construction worker, whether male or female, regardless of what race or sex or sexual preference. Does not matter. My goal is to make sure you can see yourself there in the future. And my goal is to let you know that each and one of these are options for you. The military is an option for you. College is an option for you, or just career is an option for you. The goal is to let you know you have options. And by your senior year, you have all of these options available. You've done all the work that allows these to be available options to you. And then you are also equipped with the skills and the knowledge and the decision-making ability to make the best decision for yourself. And so again, your story has not completely been told. You have time to continue to tell your story, but you have to give yourself that opportunity. So whether your grades are low, Whether you have not been involved in extracurricular activities, whether you're starting to put yourself in the box of, I can't do this, I won't do this, I do not have the ability to do this, I'm not smart enough. Let's start changing that perception. Let's change your frame of reference. Let's have you look at it differently. You belong in these spaces. You need to be able to see yourself in these spaces. And if I'm not doing a good job of letting you know that that's a possibility and helping to build your confidence and knowledge that these are for you, then I have failed. So please let me know how to support you. Please let Miss Wickers know how to support you. Please let your SEL teachers and your teachers and our administrators and our people in the building and your parents let us know how we can support you to see yourself where you want to be in the future. Now, keep in mind things we've discussed. CEC Early College is another school in DPS where you can focus on these specific career classes. You take half your classes at our school, half your classes there, but you can only do this if you're on track. You don't have to have perfect grades. You don't even have to have passed everything, but you need to have passed almost everything you have. And you can take and focus on the career that you may be interested in so you can explore it now rather than later. So audio engineering, that's music production, architecture, automotive technology, that's being a mechanic, culinary arts, that's cooking, fashion design, medical careers, certified nursing assistant, welding. If you're interested in any one of these, video game design, let me know by going to this link. So again, I said, have your phones out, take a picture, go to this link and let me know you're interested. We won't be sharing information until closer to the end of the year, and we will be sharing it again. But if you want to let me know now, go to this link, please. And excuse me, go to this link and you're not letting me know. You're actually going to see the different, you're going to the same website, and then we will discuss later when the application is open. I apologize. Extracurricular activities, the volunteer club. We meet next Wednesday. Okay. The first Wednesday of the month, third Wednesday of the month, we're going to meet at 2:30. Google Meets. The code is DMLK Team. We get out in the community. We do great work. We do it in a safe environment. Matter of fact, this Monday we are going to a food bank in Montbello and helping to provide people food who have a need for it. Come join us. Summit at Colorado School of Mines. This is an engineering program where you actually get to stay on the campus for 12 days. Colorado School of Mines pays for this program for you. This program is completely paid for you to spend 12 days, hands-on projects, learning about science and engineering. You get to tour the school. You get people from those careers in science and engineering coming and visiting you and telling you the skills that you need and telling you about what their jobs consist of, how much they get paid, and what engineering is about. 12 days away from home, fed, around other students. Right now, they're not going to be virtual. If things aren't safe, of course, they are going to be virtual. But if you're interested, please go to the link down there. Take a look at it. And the application is due March 1st. I will follow up with students who are interested in this and be sending out information soon. There are not many health programs out there for people of your age. MC Squared at Children's Hospital is an opportunity for you to have a paid internship of 6 weeks during your junior year, including during your summer, so that you don't have to try to juggle school if you don't want to. And they help you from 10th through 12th grade to access the medical field, but they also help you with graduating from high school and moving on into college. So if you're interested, please go to this link. Let me know you're interested, and I'll make sure to get you information. Again, a paid internship at Children's Hospital, an awesome opportunity. This is one of those opportunities that you do have to have good grades for because it's very competitive. At least a 3.0 or above. ACE Mentoring. ACE stands for Architecture, Construction, or Engineering. It's a free program where you get access to mentors who work in architecture, construction, or engineering. Meet with them once a week. You're doing activities, you're doing field trips. You may actually get access to internships, but during those 2 hours, you are learning more about all those fields. You're exploring those fields. You get to pick which day you're currently meeting because it's virtual, and you can start this year and do it for 2 years. Some students are starting their 12th grade year just for the last semester. But this is the opportunity for you to connect with people in those fields and really learn more about it and see yourself in that field. Again, my job is to help you see yourself in that field. So if you're interested, take a picture of these. The first link is a video. The second link is a virtual tour. And the last link is an application. So feel free to take a look at these and let me know if you have any questions. The program already started, but the application is still open. University of Colorado Pre-Health Scholars Program. This is through the University of Colorado, which is on the same campus as Children's Hospital. And this is a program, again, in the medical field that you can apply to that will help you throughout high school, after graduation, including scholarships. And they even have great summer programs. Your sophomore year, you spend 2 weeks on the campus. Your junior year, you spend 5 weeks on the campus, preparing for high school, preparing for college, preparing to be in the medical field, and getting access to opportunities that some people don't get until they're in college or even have graduated college sometimes. Go to that link below and let me know that you're interested. And then one of the last things I'm including here is this after-school program, the Metro State University 21st Century College Readiness Program, otherwise known as the MSU Denver After-School Program. These are all the great activities they do Monday through Thursday at our school. They even have some Friday activities as well, including a virtual escape room coming up this Friday. The way you get access to it is go to the link down below, bluejeans.com/777-983-013. So if you just go to that link, take a picture of it, you can access these opportunities for free. Fun activities. Now it is also a tutoring program, so there is homework time that's included in it, and there's people there to help you. And there is even, we have someone who is an engineering student who is a female who also speaks Spanish. So if that is someone who you would love to talk to and love to get help with, please come to this program where, again, you can get help with work, but you can also do some fun activities and connect with a college. Say you're a part of a college program. It doesn't matter what your grades are. Monday through Thursday, 2 to 4 o'clock virtually right now through the link there. If you want more information, go down to the link I have. I already have, I think, about 5 students who have expressed interest who will be contacting, or go to the link right above. Well, thank you all again. Again, when we talk about these extracurricular activities, it's your chance to be a part of something that you can say is yours, something that you can say you've done, something that you can say has helped build skills, help you build resources, connect you to people who you need to know that can be helpful for you in the future. You'll find that school and life is about doing more than just what you know is possible, but learning more about what is possible out there for you. And that's my goal always, to support you, to help you find that. So thank you very much. Let me know if you have any questions by getting in contact with me. You'll see below there my email and my phone number. I appreciate you all. We love you all. Take care.